Okay, yeah. Okay, so I decided to throw one on just kind of last minute. It wasn't scheduled. And fucking Bull Rush shows up. You son of a bitch. Oh, man. I'm late to a show I just threw on. Okay, fine. God damn you. Everybody go subscribe to Boris 4570. He's one of the hosts of Let 'em Burn. That's Nick August's podcast. There's Nick August, there's Rob Says, and of course there's Bull Rush 4570. Everybody go check him out. Let me go grab my other phone. Since he's here, I'm going to throw the link in the chat. We can chat for a minute. Yeah. Actually, what did I do with my phone? Did I lose it? Son of a bitch. Shit. Okay. Oh, wait. It's in there. No charging. God damn it. Totally left out my other phone. Holy fuck. All right. I'm back. Boris is here to fuck with me. Don't worry. This won't be a very long chat. And the reason for that will be explained later, or at least in a bit. What's up, Jeff Manley? How you doing? What's up, Wade? Tempest, this is not the last show I'm doing here. No, I'm switching up schedules. That's what that means. Let's put it this way. Okay? So, oh, God damn it. I clicked the wrong thing. Give me a second. Put my Brave browser that I use for this thing. Hopefully, I can figure that out. Let's go to the StreamYard thing. It should show me that I'm live. Chilling, nice. Hey, it is a Saturday night after all, and that's part of the point that I wanted to make. It's one of the reasons I'm doing this a little bit earlier. One of the reasons is because Dark ended his stream about normally on schedule. He normally does it. So it was up a time that I can actually kind of do this. Is kind of a reasonable hour before everyone else goes and does their own fucking thing. Jesus fucking Christ. Okay. So this is going to be device-wide. Let me let you know how today has been going. For whatever reason, StreamYard decided to log me out of everything. And by everything, I mean everything, for whatever fucking reason. Usually, I just come in, I plug and play like I'm doing right now. In fact, I'm doing it right now. It's like, what the fuck? I thought we were good. I thought we were friends. Now I got to do all this other horse shit just to get on all the other devices that were just fucking fine. They were just fine. Here we are. Select all, copy. I can't believe I have to do all this shit. I just wanted to talk about last week. That's why I named this fucking stream, but now I have to do all this other happy horse shit. Why? Because reasons. Just got dark on stream. Fuck you, Bull Rush. Oh, man. Part of the reason this is going to be the last one, at least for a while, until we get locked down again, it's one of the reasons. Look, traffic's been down here, and I totally understand it. In fact, I didn't stream last week. It's one of the things I wanted to explain here. What went down last week, and it wasn't too crazy, but it was crazy in its own way. If anybody wants to join me for the next 20, 30 minutes or whatever, you guys feel free to jump in. Tell me how your Saturday night's going. But you know what? It's the summer. Most people are getting out. And you know what? We've got looming threats of, dear God, we need to shut down again because reasons, even though everybody's gotten, hang on, you even got the holy injection that everybody's supposed to be fucking getting. Even though everybody's doing that, it's like, yeah. Well, fuck you. Put on your damn holy face coverings anyways. Look, that's coming, and that's what I've been saying here. I haven't been saying it here lately. There's been talks about it. I think it was Snohomish County, quite north of here, actually just put that out as far as that goes. But yeah, I'll make my own damn comment. But yeah, not only would I encourage all you guys to get out there and, enjoy the outdoors, enjoy the bar scenes, enjoy the camping grounds, the restaurants, the outdoor venues, all that kind of stuff. Enjoy them while you can. There's not only that, I don't want to hold you up here, but I also don't want to hold up myself here. So until we get locked down again, I'm going to log into Dark's channel, DLD After Dark, and then after that's done, and after, on Friday nights, after Jack Napier and Rob says done off of Red Evening, I'm going to go check out the area myself. So, will it be a couple weeks? Will it be a couple months? Keep in mind, the whole reason that the Saturday night show, the closing hour here, it started because closing hour was at like 10:30. Hence why I'm saying this is pretty fucking early. Because it started because there was nowhere else to go. And so you guys didn't have anywhere else to go, so we all chatted here. That's why we did it. So now I'm getting pricked up. Good for you. Jeff, do you have any? Okay, I didn't know you were out here this way. You have any relation to John Manning or John Manley, rather? Reason I ask because that's actually a radio personality out this way. What are you smoking here? Yeah, I don't want to smoke the olive. You know what? In honor of the incoming retard demic, you guys ever see what was it? Idiocracy? Well, the president of Idiocracy, and Idiocracy, that was basically a damn near documentary at this point. So, hey, we go 500 years in the future, and society has basically gotten stupider and stupider until, like, basically everything is being held together with 2 tin cans and a string. But the president is literally called President Camacho. Has a scorpion on the end of this, if you could see it. Oh, Jesus. You're down in You're down in Aussie land, if I remember correctly. I'm not surprised. Canada has joined you, by the way, Tempa. Sorry. Don't know him. Okay. DOD After Dark was just talking about you. Good program. Had a good show today. I enjoyed it. I got to sit back and drink to it, too. It was nice. Had what was it, Babyface J, Babyface P, whoever. But yeah, as far as the Saturday night show goes, and look, this might be the last one for a while. I appreciate everyone tuning in. But not only do I want you guys to get out there and enjoy the summer, as long as we have a summer, or even an autumn or whatever. Maybe this will come back later. But I also want to go out and enjoy it too. Dark ends his show 9:30, 10 o'clock. That's prime time around here. And so if I end up spending an hour, hour and a half, whatever, guess how much I'm spending not getting numbers, not talking to chicks, possibly not later getting laid. Sorry, that's a priority for me. Don't worry, this is a priority for me too. We're just rearranging the priorities. That's all I'm saying. And so that's one of the reasons I've been experimenting with different days. What's up, Martin? I lose my audio. I might have lost my audio. Everybody put a 1 in the chat if you can still hear me. Put a 0 if not. Well, actually, if you can't hear me, you wouldn't be able to put a 0 anyways. All right. 1, 1. Okay. Everyone can still hear me. Good. Haven't fucked up anything just yet. Thank you guys. Appreciate it. Yeah, we're not going to get that much of a summer here. That's what I'm saying. And so I want to prioritize, actually making the most of my summer, Thursdays, Fridays, Saturdays, whatever. That's why I've been experimenting with other days. There was the Wednesday afternoon I was going to get my tires rotated because the shop that I worked on my car over torqued it to the point where even with the breaker bar, I wasn't able to actually get the fucking lug nuts off, at least not easily. I was like, you know what? Nah, I got the fucking package deal. I'm gonna let them deal with it. So that's what I did. But that had a pretty good turnout. John Crump showed up. Thought Commodity, Mega Jean showed up. Tommy D showed up. G Up Quinn showed up. I think Dark was even in there at one point. How's the stogie? It's pretty good, actually. This is one I haven't seen at my shop before. I just saw it and I went to go restock. Here's the whole restock right here. This is another 6 cigars in here. Some of these are these things are like woman ruiner thick. You know what I mean? Ask me how I know. Or at least close to it. You can only go so far. But this is actually pretty good. It's got a little bit of sweet note to it. It's actually kind of light. You would smoke this with a white wine, actually. I think you would. Honestly, I agree. You know the thing about President Camacho, and this is something that I think Crack.com noted about, Camacho in the movie. The one with Terry Crews in it. It's like, here's the thing. Okay, you got this guy. He has average intelligence. He gets put in stasis for 500 years along with his prostitute girlfriend. And he's born in a place where basically he's a genius. And he's a genius to the point, like, he's like Aaron Clary and me and Dark and a lot of other people. And it was like, most other people can't understand us. Even if we tell them things, they're like, okay, y'all have things completely back from what you believe. Not only do you get pushed back, but you actually get like hate and, literal torches and pitchforks thrown your way. The one person that actually decided to take a listen at the time, he didn't do it the whole time. In fact, he approved of the whole, what was it, Monday night rehab or whatever, which he basically had to go through this very one-sided monster truck rally, basically. The only person that actually decided to listen was President Camacho. He's like, okay, we got the smartest person in the room. Let's at least hear what he has to say. Now, he didn't side with him the whole time, but at least he actually fucking listened to him at first. At least he was open to what the guy had to say. So, yeah, I would totally have President Camacho. You know what? He beat the shit out of Putin, that's for sure. How you know? Okay, not quite to measurement, but reasons. Jesus Christ. Audio again. God damn it. Mario keeps cutting in and out. Fuck. Great, because I have a guest too. Is that Borush? I haven't talked to him in a while. Let's see if this is working, actually. All right, well, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah. Why the fuck am I so huge on here? What the fuck is going on?
That's what she said.
Motherfucker got jokes today. That's good.
That's an old joke, man. I'm always throwing that one out. It's hardly a stream I don't.
Yeah, just a shit a little bit. That's a little bit better.
How you doing, man?
Doing good.
Since we talked.
It's been a while, dude. Like, not through chat, so like in face to face, you know. It's been a while.
Mm.
I'm gonna push my shit back here. I got a new thing new display stand for my monitor here. So.
Okay, you're working with new equipment. It sounds like.
Yeah, I have a 32-inch curved monitor, and it's fucking giant. And I had it on its original stand that came with the box, and I replaced it with I installed what do they call it? Like a swing arm for it, so I can move it around and shit. So
okay.
I'm trying to get used to that.
If I may ask, what's the purpose of moving it around?
Just having it mobile, so I can push it forward and backwards for shit like this, so the camera can adjust and everything.
Oh wait, okay. So the camera is either attached to the screen or it's built into the screen or something like that.
No, I have a Logitech standalone camera that's on the very top of it. And the problem was with the old stand is that if you ever looked at like past like our past streams and stuff, you'd see like this black bar that was on the very top is kind of obscuring part of the screen. Well, that's because
I did actually notice that. That was at the top, and I think there was something at the bottom too, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, that was because that was the bar that was on my desk here, and it was obscuring because the original stand that came with the screen pushed it. I couldn't push it down any lower, and it pushed the screen up so high that, like, whenever I put my camera on top of the screen here, it would catch the bottom part of this bar up here. So
shit. Okay.
Yeah.
I always thought that was like a programming thing or something. I wasn't sure what it was.
No, it's just
that was
it's just a big ass screen.
That was physical.
All right. Yeah, it's just a big ass screen, and it was bugging the shit out of me. So I got a little like a hydraulic stand, and it just holds it, like suspends it.
Jeez, you went with hydraulics. Okay.
I mean,
heavy duty.
It is. It's like a heavy duty stand for it, and you can it's like a big old swing arm that you can pull in and out. You pull the screen in and out, so it can handle some weight.
Nice. Well, if it's hydraulic, I would imagine it could hold some weight. Have a good night, Jeff Manley. Thanks for joining.
But yeah.
I've gotten quite a few other people to join off of a lot of other different chats.
Yeah.
Of which I've been trying to swing, your way, because you have your channel and you're 1/3 of the host of Let 'Em Burn. Like Masking Geek and Jack Napier and DLD After Dark and all the other guys.
Yeah, I'm the guy with the gas can.
I think you're hosting next week, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm hosting next week. I already put the title card up on Twitter.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, I already set the reminder for it, so I'll be there. Yeah, assuming they don't get me before then. Just saying.
Yeah, no shit, huh? Yeah, they actually came up with that pretty fast because some shit I saw on Twitter a couple days ago.
Of course. Okay. You know what? As much shit as Rob and Nick will give you about looking for dumpster fires, and you even have it in your profile, if I remember it correctly.
Yeah, I used to have Seeker, or I still do have Seeker of dumpster fires. Well, I used to. I think I got rid of it just because I got tired of dumpster fires.
Okay, well, hey, you actively say it. At least you still have your you have your original profile or whatever profile that I ended up finding when I finally got on there. Mm-hmm. I'm on my fucking 5th profile now.
Yeah. Well,
so can I say I've found enough dumpster fires here? I've literally got burn marks from this shit.
Yeah, I mean, the thing about it is, it's like there are specific rules to Twitter, and once you figure them out and you learn how to navigate those within those rules, you're not going to get banned or anything like that. They really can't mess with you.
No, and I've noticed that about what you do on there, and a lot of what you say.
So, like, for example, like, you can't call someone a cunt directly, or you can't call someone like a pejorative. You have to, like,
nope, that one I know,
because that shit'll get you bounced real fast, because that's considered bullying. It's stupid, I understand, but it is what it is. So, like, you can't call someone a bitch or something like that, but you can say, people who act like you are bitches, You
gotta be creative with your language, which I've tripped up on that.
Yeah, you gotta be a little bit artful. You can't be direct whenever you get, and that's just not like a Twitter rules thing. Honestly, that's just a social calibration thing too.
It is. It is.
And because I mean,
being brazen, like going with like just the, like the hard R's or the 4-letter words, something like, anybody could do that. So therefore, it's kind of lazy. It's like,
but the thing is,
if you're gonna insult somebody, be creative. That's what you do.
But the thing is if the social calibration part of it is, if you're on Twitter and you get pissed off enough or aggravated enough to start spitting out pejoratives and stuff, then you might want to check your social calibration a little bit, because you
Right,
shouldn't be taking it that seriously. Like,
right, it's Twitter.
I got into it on Nextdoor with some girl, and because this is about trespass, she's like, it's not a real law. I'm like, yeah, actually, trespassing is a real law. Sorry. She's like, lol, okay. And I said, and she's got her profile pic. She's real cute. And I said, you know that blonde suits you, and just left it at that.
Wait a minute. So there's kind of a private conversation that we have on a certain web server that I'm not going to talk about because I don't know how private that is. Is this that same chick? The one that ended up following you or something?
No, that's a different girl.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a different. All right.
That was a different girl. Yeah, we had a little back and forth, and she was like, and I mean, she was talking about her Afghan friends. I'm like, honestly, we should have turned that whole region into glass, so they're lucky.
Oh,
yeah, I thought we should have glassed the whole region, so they're lucky. And she was like, "Oh, you're a tough guy, huh?" I'm like, "Look, sweetheart, I'm just joking. All right, just fucking calm down, work with me a little bit."
Yeah, and by the way, he was there, so he might know something about this.
Well, that's why I originally told her. That's why I originally told her. I'm like, you're kind of out of your wheelhouse here, sweetheart. She's like, well, I pay taxes, so I guess I'm in my wheelhouse. I'm like, no,
your
not.
Taxes paid for my rounds and all the shit that I had to carry through these fucking mountains.
But yeah,
and the people to command me to do it. Thank you very much, sugar tits.
Well, I just told her. She was like, "Well, it's in my wheelhouse because I pay taxes." I'm like, I just told her, no, it's not.
Jesus Christ!
Just because you pay taxes doesn't mean you. I mean, technically,
Jesus Christ! Even if you can have welfare, pay fucking sales taxes, so technically, even that would fucking count.
I mean, she
doesn't mean you have any fucking say in this shit.
Well, she can have her opinion, but I can also tell her her opinion is shit.
Exactly. Yeah.
It's like you don't know what you're talking about, sweetheart. So I don't care what your Afghan friends say. But yeah, she thought I was being serious, and I was just like, look, let's bring it down a notch, sweetheart. Then she's like, make me a. She's like, okay, I can do that. And I'm like,
I saw the make me a sandwich thing. I saw that. That was fucking fantastic, dude.
She told me to make her a sandwich. I'm just like.
And you're gonna get me what again? I'm not even asking for a friend here. I'm asking for me.
Yeah,
you're asking me to make you a sandwich.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest though, on my in my defense, whenever I responded,
as if you need a defense.
In my defense, whenever I responded to that, well, I mean, it was kind of like because I responded to her, I was like, "What are you gonna do for me?" And that was kind of a Clark Kent fucking vanilla response. But in my defense, whenever I made that, I just got done fishing. I just got done eating like a pound and a quarter T-bone steak, and I had the fucking meat sweats, dude. Like if anyone's got the meat sweats before, it's a real thing, dude. Struggle's real, and so it's hard to fake sometimes. But
I don't know.
I haven't had the
meat sweats since I've stopped eating carbs and shit. But that's just me.
Well, yeah. Had I been,
your results may vary.
Yeah, your mileage may vary, but had I been more lucid, I would have just sent her I'd just sent her my kennel meme to her because for insolence, You've seen that meme, haven't you?
Yeah. Which one is it?
It's the meme where you got this. I made the meme, right? And the meme at the top, it says, it's a picture of this girl going up to like a counter or something like that. I don't know. But she's like a, liberal looking young girl. And she's asking the questions like, is
otherwise known as young girl, but okay.
Yeah. It's like, isn't that kennel too big for your dog? And I said, it's not for him.
Oh! That's fucking brutal. I love it. And here I
had to use on
here-
Houston Sub Girl a few days back because she was being sassy and shit at me, and I'm just like, is that sass? That sounds like sass. And I dropped that on her.
God damn it.
It's like getting your kennel, bitch.
I've really been missing out not logging on to Twitter the last few days. Sorry I've had too much shit going on.
Well, that's kind of a good problem to have, I guess.
Well, you know, the thing is, though, like, I mean, everybody talks about, okay, Twitter's the cesspool, and it's trash, and it's a dumpster fire, which...
It can be.
You know, and yes, it can be, but it depends on what you're looking for. If I'm looking at your content, or East the Sub Girl, or Rob Says, or basically anyone else I actually choose to fucking follow, sure, they might link to shit that's dumpster fire. Guess what? I don't click on them. If I'm not interested, I don't click on it.
Dude.
And a lot of times I find a lot of shit posting, like what you would do, and honestly, dude, like I even talked about you earlier. Was like, he's underrated as an actual, like, you know, philosopher. Like, you talk about some deep shit whenever you actually have the inclination to.
Yeah.
You know, besides the dumpster fire diving and shit.
I'm not a philosopher though. I just see dumb shit that people do.
You're smarter than you let on. That's what I'm saying. So, all right, I'll follow Bull Rush. I follow Rob Says. Jack Napier, I don't think I've seen him on there in months, but that just maybe because it's me. But the people that I follow, or the pages I follow, is like, this shit's enjoyable. It's fun.
Yeah, because I try, you know, I look at it, and Rob, it's like Rob has described it before. It's like being in a bar with a bunch of people. And that's how I treat it, and that's how he treats it too. So
right, exactly. And you know what? I'm glad you brought that up, because
and if you look at it like
for
that,
me,
then it really helps with the Spurgism, you know?
Not only that, but that's actually what I'm starting to see. Like, literally, I'll be out here in about 10 and 15 minutes because I need to shower and all that shit. But that's actually what I'm starting to see at the bar scene that's literally around the corner from me. Okay, we got a few return people. We got some people who, okay, they're kind of problem people, whatever. We got some chicks that, okay, they get offended real easily because,
yeah,
I don't know, you said maybe a wrong word.
Yeah, you said something.
Or they just get offended because, I don't know, reasons.
Because it's Saturday. Because they're
right, exactly. By the way, there's other chicks that don't get offended and they in fact get attracted by what the fuck you're doing. Well, so guess what? I don't think I'm exactly doing everything wrong. I'm just saying.
See, there's also girls that know how to flirt and have fun though too, you know. And those are the girls that you want to hang around. The ones that get all offended.
Exactly.
The ones that get all offended and shit. And it's just like Twitter too.
You don't want to fucking deal with them. That's the thing. You know what? They screen themselves out.
Yeah.
So, okay, you want to be a bitch. You want to have all these, or, you know, like, okay, I offended you. Fine. Go fuck someone that's inferior that's going to be leaving your cervix unpounded. You go right the fuck ahead.
Yeah, I mean, we just don't even, you know, just don't talk to them. Just like move on to somebody.
Exactly.
No,
else. That's what I mean. I don't even talk to them.
Just go.
But I'm starting to see the same thing in real life that, you know, like what you're talking about in Twitter.
Oh, yeah.
It's the same thing.
Yeah, it's not much different.
No.
It's not much different. And
you get a lot more badasses apparently online, but
yeah,
you know.
Yeah, you do. To answer Martin,
there's less.
I don't know if Martin's asking me or you, but I'll answer a question. I think I
don't know. You will be more equipped to answer that question than I am.
Well, I mean, you're already seeing feminism spread out through the Middle East as it is. I
think Amish was talking about that at some point.
Yeah, I mean, it'll eventually spread everywhere. It eventually will, to some degree or another. You may not have girls like marching in the streets of Afghanistan, you know. But
well, Afghanistan, though, you know what? Isn't that area so fucking war torn that they can't really afford feminism? Like they got, you see feminism not in really. Places that look, they can't fucking afford. Or they can afford to have feminism.
Right, but that's what cities, it is. Though the cities some of the cities are pretty modern. And that's the thing. And like the pictures that you see, like with where soldiers are at, like that's out in the boondocks, basically.
Okay.
That's out in the mountains, and but that people that live out there and live in that terrain, they've been out there for thousands of years. So,
it's kind of their thing.
Yeah.
So, all right.
That's just kind of their thing. They got goats.
Different realities for different worlds. I guess that's why you call it first world, second world, third world. And I know there's reasons for calling it first world, second world, third world. I know that.
Well, the other thing too is that there's so much tribalism out in that country though too, is that's what a lot of people don't understand is that Afghanistan is extremely multicultural as far as that goes. Not multicultural in a national sense, but multicultural in tribal sense. And you'll have different tribes out there that have different customs. You'll go 20 miles down a certain direction and hit another tribe, and they'll have separate customs and traditions, and even have a slightly different dialect to their language. That's how different they are.
It's kind of Mexico's kind of like that.
Right.
Spain and Portugal's like that. In fact, Spain and Portugal, they basically speak different languages, even though they're sort of similar. And you see kind of the same thing here in the United States. We all speak English, but a lot of the dialect, it can be different. The dialect up here in Washington is going to be different from the dialect where I grew up in Inglewood and LA or whatever, which is going to be different in Texas. And Texas is going to have its own different dialects, probably in between Houston and Texas, which is going to be different from where Nick August lives over in Alabama and Mississippi.
It's not going to be that different. It's not going to be that different between like Texas and Alabama.
No, but you get the point being, things will be different. It's going to be more different there, but that's what you're noting there. It's even more different. Even in that region. Yeah, but
in Afghanistan, you have to remember too. Afghanistan is a fairly large region, man. It's not small by any means.
Oh, is it? Okay.
It is a massive region.
I'm not a master of geography, so I don't know.
Yeah,
but I don't know how big Afghanistan was.
It's just a lot of the country is very inhospitable, though. There's a reason
kind of like Australia or something.
Well, I mean,
maybe not on that scale, but sort of that scale is like most of Australia is not hospitable.
It's a little bit worse because I mean, Afghanistan is known as the graveyard of empires, and going all the way back. Yeah, because going all the way back to even Alexander the Great, he couldn't. I think he was probably one of the few that actually was able to infiltrate into Afghanistan and kind of occupy it for a little while. But most major superpowers that have come through over the millennia have had difficulty holding and occupying that region of territory for a long time.
Wow. Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, just because the terrain makes it difficult to wage war over there, and the people that lived in those mountains, kind of like
the modern times now. It's like Soviet Russia had trouble doing the same thing, and now we're still doing the same thing now.
Yeah, it's hard to fight in a mountainous terrain. It's a pain in the ass.
Yeah,
because the weather is never good. It's inhospitable as hell. Nothing grows out there. Yeah, see what Techno Man's talking about. Alexander, he was able to occupy for a brief amount of time. I don't even think it was maybe a generation, not even two.
Before the natives basically took it back over.
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, how about that as a sign? I was like, okay, you know what? Why don't we just let them have the fucking place? Just go elsewhere. That's not to. That's not to detract from the service that you did, that Joe Dolio did.
You have to have a place to grow the poppies to make the heroin. Like what? Like where else are we gonna go, dude?
Let them.
You have to
fucking have it.
You have to protect the poppy fields and oil pipeline in order to,
We can't even protect our own fucking pipelines. Didn't Biden kill when I was coming from Canada like this year?
You what?
I think Biden was the one that was coming from Canada or whatever. It was going from there to like Texas or somewhere like that.
Kazakhstan? Yeah. Yeah. The that major pipeline. Yeah, Biden shut that down, man.
Yeah. Great.
Good job. And that actually hurt Canadians just as much as it did Americans too.
Well, yeah, because they have to produce the oil that goes through that.
Yeah.
Great job. Yay!
Hey, yeah, I know. And
I can't see why I drink during these shows. I can't see why. I mean, part of it's pre-gaming, and then Bora shows up with like real topics and is like, "Fuck, I need more booze."
Yeah, the Romans couldn't hold it either. Technical man, you're absolutely correct, man.
Like, Romans had their own problems, so there's that too.
Even at the height of their power, the Romans couldn't hold Afghanistan. Like that, they just couldn't, dude. Like the land is I'm telling you, it's like the land. There's too much land, and those Bedouins are fucking. They're settled inside those mountains like fucking ticks on a dog, man. You're not going to dig them out, and they've been like that for thousands of years. Like they're mountain. It's kind of, you know, it'd be like it would be like the U.S. military trying to go into the Appalachians and trying to fucking occupy the Appalachian mountains.
And the people up.
That's what it would be like. I have not been
to the Appalachians, but now that you make that comparison,
yeah.
Okay, now I kind of understand.
You understand what I'm saying? Like you're not getting those people out.
It'd be like if they tried. It'd be like if basically you had the Appalachians in the Rockies here,
yeah,
or the Cascades.
Mm-hmm.
No, you're not. That's not happening.
Yeah, like those people that grew up in the Appalachian Mountains, you're never going to get them out.
Homeless in America. I am not in Seattle. I just work there.
Do you think Top Brass will coup Biden?
I just wanted to highlight it.
No, because what happened with
I don't know.
I don't
That's
think so.
Not my department.
It's not their department either. The Top Brass is not going to do it. What happened? What happened with what's going on in Afghanistan right now with Taliban taking over everything is that previous President Trump he had made an agreement, I think for May pullout, and they had made an agreement with Afghanistan and the Taliban that the Taliban would not fucking do anything, you know, try to take over Afghanistan or anything like that once they pulled out. Biden comes into the administration, takes over the administration, and he decides, well, for whatever reason, I don't know if this is like a political thing, but he decided on 9/11 to do that. Now, just imagine if
9/11.
Yeah, just imagine if someone had been
fucking dates.
Yeah, but you gotta imagine if someone has been occupying your house for like 2 decades, and then they finally make a deal with you that they're gonna pull all their forces and get the fuck out of your house at a certain time and date, and then at the basically at the 11th hour they decide, well, we're not gonna honor that agreement. We're gonna push it back like another few months. Like you'd be pissed, right? That would piss you off. Like
the eviction moratorium.
Yeah, that would piss you off. So
yeah.
that's what this whole thing with the Taliban is doing. Like they're mad because basically America went back on their word again.
Yeah,
they didn't.
I mean,
because there's some cultures, like you can say what you want about Afghanistan and stuff, but the Afghani culture and stuff, and that the culture inside that area, like your word is basically your bond. You know?
Oh shit! Yeah.
Yeah, they honor your word. You don't have anything else. It's just like your word. So if you give them your word that you're going to do something, you better fucking follow through with it when you say you're going to do it, or else they're going to get fucking mad.
Yeah, and
that's the problem here.
And the funny thing about that is, that's how most societies should be. It's like, okay, like you're as good as your word. If your word isn't good, then nobody else honors it, whether it's individually, company-wide, society-wide, whatever. That's the way it should be. The fact that they actually operate that way and we view them as barbarians, for lack of a better term, that we have to actually go over there and, regulate. And I'm not saying that that's how it should be, That's how a lot of people actually think, and that's how the brass thinks apparently as well. It's like they're more honorable than we are. At least as far as that goes.
Yeah,
I mean, because you know what? Because that's how, in our day-to-day lives, that's how we operate. Like, I show up at your house, you show up at my house. We don't have to have an unspoken agreement like, hey, we're not going to throw fisticuffs unless some shit really fucking goes down. We're not going to steal each other's shit. I'm probably going to share my booze with you. You're going to share yours booze with me. And I'm probably going to bring something over anyways.
Well, the thing about it is, like,
it's like, that's fine.
Most Afghan people are like, they're very simple people. Not like dumb, but simple as in how their way of life and stuff like that. So
no, right.
They're not much different. In fact, if you took an Afghan person or an Afghan family and a rural, like a rural America, middle America family, you put them together, they might have different traditions and customs, but their value system probably won't be that far apart from each other.
Right, exactly. This is that's what I'm saying. You know what? Maybe just say, look, we're different parts of the country. We grew up in different places. Pretty sure we can get along together. We end up hanging out with each other, whether it's your place, my place, or some other place that's a third party. We can figure that out.
This country has a little bit of a problem where you have part of the country wants to be left alone, and you have the other part of the country that doesn't want to leave people alone.
Well, okay, you're right. There's that too, but that's kind of my point. The way you describe Afghanistan is like they're at least kind of unified in that sense, and you can correct me if I'm wrong. I was like, okay, you know what? Your word is your bond, and we're just going to stick by what you say. Maybe everything else is kind of fucked up, but on a peer-to-peer basis, it's like, okay, you say you're going to do this, I'm going to trust you to do this.
Yeah. But what pisses them off is whenever you go back on your word.
Yeah. And that will piss off basically anybody, especially a society that exists off of, like your word is your bond.
It would piss off anybody. It would piss anybody off that's had their place or their home occupied by foreigners with guns for the past 2 decades. That would piss anybody.
Well, that too. I mean, that times 100, and that's
I can't blame
Afghanistan. That's what Afghanistan's been going through for a while.
You've been occupied for 20 years by foreigners with guns, so, and they've been laying down munitions every so often and shit inside your place. So
shit.
I don't blame them.
Some of the tribes, I think your word means something, but I don't think treaties matter that much because that region has been at war with each other for thousands of years. Well, they've been at war for thousands of years.
Well, they've been, because the thing about it is like they have tribal wars over there. And that's like a normal fucking thing over there. They don't have international wars. They have like these little tribal wars between each other. It's like a fucking sport over there with them. That's what you have to understand.
It's a regional thing, basically.
Yeah, it's a regional fucking tribal thing over there. It's got nothing to do with any other country whatsoever. They've been doing it for thousands of years. They will continue to do it for thousands of years. And that's just the way it is over there. It's their way of life.
And may I interject something here that it's not going to paint us in a good light, and you can tell me if I'm wrong, I do think it sort of paints us in a bad light. It was always our intervention into those things that made it a bad thing. Now, World War II aside, because we really didn't have much of a choice but to get into that. And that led to a lot of good video games and memes and all that shit, but there was a lot of untold destruction that happened to that didn't need to happen because of that. World War I, it should have ended the way that most wars ended. Okay, Britain ran out of ammo, France ran out of ammo, Germany ran out of ammo, wherever the fuck else was out there ran out of ammo, and they were just going to call it a day and go home. and then we fucking show up and we tip the scales heavily. Now that's a good thing because we're able to do that as a nation. That ends up setting the stage for World War II. And we're not going to go into a whole fucking lesson on that.
Yeah, go read Encyclopedia Britannica for that.
Right. That in part leads to World War II.
Well, the thing what led to World War II, and honestly, if you look at it, it really was all between 1 and 2 is actually just one huge war with like a 30-year layover, because the Versailles Treaty, the way it was written, in the surrender of Germany, it did not leave Germany with a way back as far as coming back and being equal with the rest of the other countries. It basically broke them financially and economically and all that other shit.
Right, exactly.
So it couldn't
come back.
It didn't give them a pathway to redemption, is what it didn't do. And that's and that's the thing about it. Whenever you beat an enemy, you still have to give them a way to redeem themselves, to come back. Otherwise, you're going to turn that country or that enemy into an enemy who has nothing else to live for. And those are the most dangerous kind of motherfuckers that you want to fight, because they just don't care anymore. They don't have anything else. They just want to kill you. And that's all they got.
Right, exactly. And that's what happened. That's what happened. No, you're 100% right. They didn't give them a way out. You know what? They could have negotiated the way, like, if the United States has not intervened, they may have come to a stalemate. They could have come to some agreement or something, whatever. Who knows what society would have looked like? We're talking about an alternate reality, so no point in even looking at that, really. But the fact is that we did intervene, put in our own air power, and whatever other power we had to put in there.
And
we forced them into an offer they couldn't refuse, and it's not the kind of offer you can't refuse. That's a good thing.
You have to leave your enemy with some dignity. If you strip them, you've already beaten them, and if you break them and take their dignity too, I mean, you've created a very dangerous fucking enemy. Like, because they have nothing. Like I said, they have nothing to live for, and they don't care. They just want to kill you. To answer with Technoman's reply here about their word, the thing is, we won't know now because they went, because Dear Leader went back on his fucking word. So on our initial proposal, so we won't know. We won't ever know. If we had pulled out, I mean, what would happen? We pulled out back in May, like we agreed to. Probably this shit wouldn't be happening. There's a pretty good chance this wouldn't be happening. Because we had brokered a deal with the Taliban and the Afghan government and shit like that. It was basically an all hands on deck come to Jesus meeting, and the Trump administration had hammered out an agreement and everything that everyone agreed to. But like I said, Biden comes in, he's like, "Yeah, fuck that. We're gonna push it back. We're gonna change shit up." That would piss anybody off, man. These people are human, just like anybody else, and that would, I mean,
yeah, exactly.
From their perspective, that would piss me off.
They are human like everyone else, Okay, maybe they have different tribal customs, maybe they have different, cultural customs, but at the end of the day, they are still human like the rest of us. Like I said, I invite you over to my place. We don't have to have a fucking written agreement for us to not kill each other. We just don't kill each other or steal from each other or do anything else like that. That's how it is. That's how most society is. No matter where you go.
Well,
okay, fine. It gets murky because you're talking about countries and you talk about military forces. I get that. I understand. But like you said, at the end of the day, we're all fucking humans. Like, okay, you signed this fucking line. Okay, now someone else. Oh,
Trump bad is not a political. No, Trump bad is not a political position.
Space Texan, real quick, no, because he's new here. He doesn't know who you are.
No, he's not saying that about me. He's just saying in general.
No,
Trump bad is not a political, and I agree with him.
No, he's reacting to what you're saying.
Oh,
actually, I think he's reacting wrongly to what you're saying, but No, he's not wrong about what he's saying.
Oh, he's not wrong. No.
What Bull Rush is saying is like Trump did something to. He wanted to get out of this date, and then Biden came in and rewrote that Trump, basically. Am I hearing that correctly?
Yeah, the Trump administration had brokered an agreement with the Taliban and the Afghan government that the Taliban, once the U.S. forces pulled out, they would not advance on Afghanistan and try to take it over.
You're all good, Space Texan. You're all good, man. It's all good.
Yeah. And
we're trying to make sure everyone understands each other. So he's sort of in your neck of the woods, by the way, in case his name didn't give it away.
Yeah, really. But yeah, so the Trump admin brokered a deal with Afghan government and Taliban to pull out in like May, I think it was, of this year. And this is before the before the election. And post-election, Biden comes in, and for whatever reason, political stupidity, I don't know, he decides to push that agreement back several months into September 11th or whatever the hell, August, September. Yeah, it's August. Yeah.
You can understand why this would anger.
So he pushed it back like almost 3 months. And so
same thing happened with the eviction moratorium, by the way. The exact same fucking thing that happened.
Yeah.
Which I'm not going to complain. It actually gives me a summer that I can enjoy before all hell breaks loose. But still.
Yeah, I mean, it's techno, man. This is what, you can't, if you make a deal with somebody, you fucking follow through with it. And America's no
different. That's not Trump's fault because he's not in office anymore.
No, that's not his fault. He has nothing to do with it. Anything now, like any bad shit that happens now, you cannot say, well, it was because no. You can't. Everything bad now happens because of Biden. He's been in office long enough,
Right, exactly. And that's not only him, but everyone else that's been in office or is in office now. That are the ones that are, pulling for all this bullshit. Really?
Well, the thing about it is,
you can't blame this on one person. You really can't.
The thing about it is, though, is like a lot of times, whenever a president makes, or legislature or the president stuff, whenever they enact or pass laws, especially having to do with the economy, usually don't feel those effects until a couple years later. Until stuff goes into effect and has time to work. But when you do radical stuff, like whenever Biden shut down the Keystone Pipeline and shit like that, when you start making radical changes like that real fast, then you'll start seeing those effects sooner than later.
Oh, like $4 a gallon in gas?
Yeah, like $3, $4, $6.
Well, at least if you're outside of California and there, it's $5 a gallon.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Space Texan, I mean, no, you're not wrong. But again, like Bull Rush is saying, it has nothing to do with Trump. That's not who he's blaming. It's what's going on now with the current administration. That's what it is.
No, he's saying that Biden decided to make that decision to move it back to 9/11, which is stupid. They, like I said, they had a plan, but they fucked up the plan. And this is the reaction, which I get. I totally understand. It's like
totally get it.
Keep your fucking word. Do what you're gonna do. Say what do what you're gonna say. And
by the way, that word does not only extend to the people you're fighting with or the occupied country. It has to do with the troops that are friendlies that you're in command of. Like you when you were in the military, like Joe Dolio when he was in the military. It's like, last I checked, don't you guys kind of pay attention to that at least a little bit? Because that's going to dictate what you have to do in the future.
Yeah. Well,
I'm just saying. Okay, am I going to get to go home to my wife? If you have a wife, I wouldn't recommend having a wife in the military, but If
I'm
you
not-
do, and if she's actually loyal, you have a wife to look forward to, or you have something else to look forward to going back home.
Well, I wouldn't be married if I were in the military.
No, I wouldn't be. I wouldn't be.
And you
Not
know
at
my
all.
reasons for that. You know my
Dude.
reasons.
I have seen. I haven't been in the military, and I've seen enough that it was like, Jesus Christ, why the fuck would anybody get married going to, the Army, the Marines, the Air Force, whatever? I don't care. I wouldn't even get married going into goddamn sports. I wouldn't do that either. I'd be fucking Derek Jeter. That's who I would be.
Didn't Jeter get married? I don't remember. I don't follow baseball.
He might have got married at some point. He was not partnered with anybody until he got out.
Yeah, that's it. He retired, then got married, didn't he?
Exactly.
Okay, yeah.
I don't know what his track record was, off screen. And by the way, that's probably a good thing, because that means he kept it under wraps if he had something going on. But he got his career done, and then he got hitched down. You do not get married while you're in the military or you're famous for a sports ball team. You don't.
Yeah. Space Texan, yes, I was a 5811 in the Marine Corps. It's military police. I don't think Bacon was you weren't in the Navy, Bacon. You're too fucking crazy. No one take you.
Funny enough,
maybe the
Navy branch actually was what I was looking at getting into.
Maybe the Cajun.
Do you want to know the reason why?
You can swim?
Well, actually, despite my skin color, I actually can swim pretty well. But aside from that, I wanted to get in because I wanted to fly the F-14. Unfortunately,
dude,
by the time I was
too big to fly, dude, you're too tall.
I actually sat in the cockpit of F-14.
Yeah, but you're too.
They had an air show at a Hawthorne Air Force Field in the LA area.
I don't even think they make G suits.
Actually, they might not. I don't know.
I don't think they do.
Well, there was a dude who was 6'2", who actually flew an A4, which that's about the smallest cockpit you can fucking imagine.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty sure I could figure out the F-14. I actually fit better in the Rio seat of the F-14 than I did the cockpit seat, which is what I would have occupied.
F-14's hard to fly though, aren't they?
Depends on which ones. The A models are hard to fly. The B models are a little bit better because they have better engines.
Yeah, because they replaced the original Pratt and Whitney engine in the A with the
they put the General Electrics in.
Yeah. But I heard
they had slightly better avionics, and the B model, if I remember correctly, it was more designated for it was more for ground attack, but it actually was pretty good for air to air too.
Yeah,
at least as good as air to air as the F-14A model.
Which models wasn't it the A models that they flew in Top Gun the movie?
Yes, the A model is what they flew in Top Gun.
Okay, cool. I was just making sure. I didn't know if it was the A or the B.
Well, because that was the one. It led to that whole fucking scene where they had that compressor stall, which led to that flat spin that killed Goose, basically. Yeah. And that last confrontation, which Maverick kind of had to pull out of, he flew into someone's jet wash again. Apparently, that's a fucking thing.
Wasn't there supposed to be a remake or like a?
There was, but those were with Hornets. Those were with Super Hornets.
Yeah, but wasn't that supposed to be out like last year or something, or this year?
I thought it was out already.
Because I was wanting to see it, and I heard like on the news here a while back, like they didn't mothball it, but they pushed back the.
Did they?
They pushed back the theater because of COVID and shit, like because of the beer virus.
Was in the Navy? Okay, that's the company you were talking about. Okay.
Yeah, he was asking if I was a vet. Yeah, I'm a veteran. And Boris is a Marine. So U.S. Marine, not the British time.
By the way, I hear. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay, cool.
I don't know what this shit is a techno man. He's all these fucking emos.
He's in Kern County, LA. So
he took me for a crayon here. Thank you, Space Texan. I will take that as a compliment because we eat all we can and we kill people, bad guys with the rest.
Hey, never fuck with a Marine that has a 64 pack of crayons. I'm just saying.
Don't eat the metallics. We don't eat the metallics.
They eat the regular ones. If you see them with the metallic ones, then you run.
Yeah.
They sharpen them like he sharpened his razors. Just saying.
It's gonna be a bad day. It's gonna be a real bad day. That fucking sergeant major out there eating the fucking gold and the bronze, dude. You know it's gonna be a rough day.
Yeah, he's not eating it. He's sharpening it. That's what's going on.
He's got the silver. He's got the silver and gold and, like sitting in his coffee like a dipstick.
Exactly.
It's gonna be a bad day.
Oh man. No, as far as the new Top Gun, I knew it. It came out. I know it got made. I don't know if it got released though. That's the thing. I don't know.
Motherfucker.
Jesus Christ.
What? Only the Marines can kill a man and then play with crayons and send his daughter into extra.
This is what happens when I announce that this is the last show on a Saturday night, at least for now. This is what happens. This is what happens.
He's not lying, though. He's not lying. All right, yeah, more. It's enough love for you.
Bull Rush shows up, and then Space Texan shows up and throws all kinds of comments in there, along with Techno Man over in California. Don't worry, I'm not going anywhere. Still going to be producing content. I'm just doing it on different days. That's all. Jesus Christ, guys.
Yeah, I got to look.
I'm not going anywhere.
Speaking of which, I got to start doing some shopping tomorrow because McTubis has me. He wants me to make a razor for him.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Custom razor?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, he's already kind of gone over the details a little bit. It's going to look sick, though. It's going to look sick.
Well, all your razors look sick, so that doesn't say much at all.
He's going to look really sick because it's going to look pretty cool. I'm excited. Well, I told him he's got to wait a little while until I get settled into my new job and shit. So
let's see if the Instagram censors
bro, did I tell you
knocked out my comment
a couple weeks ago?
No, you didn't.
A couple weeks ago, I had I gotten 2 offers from 2 different employers. One was a local hospital. It was a Methodist hospital here in Texas. And
okay.
I had another one for another company that was outside the state, and they're a temp agency or contract. They're basically a contract to hire agency, and yeah, man, the Methodist, they had it was like a $2,500 sign-on bonus, and it was like
nice
$35 an hour, full benefits, all that good shit. And I got the offer letter, and I was reading through the offer letter, and like I got to that one part. I'm like, fuck, dude. I had to decline because a prerequisite for employment was I had to get one of those fucking vaccinations.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Fuck.
So
yeah, that's going to be a problem plaguing us for the next 5, 10, 20 fucking years or so.
I got back on the phone, and I got back on my phone, called the recruiter back and everything. I was like, hey man, like, I really like the offer and I want to come work for you guys, but like I just read I have to take the vaccine thing. And I'm like, how like hard are y'all on that? Like, is that like he's like, yeah, they're not moving from that. I'm like, fuck, dude. I'm like, I gotta decline, man. I'm sorry. The only reason why they're hiring too was because they lost a shit ton of employees because they required all their employees to be vaccinated. And I'm like,
yeah.
So they lost, and the thing about it is, like, the position that I was applying for and that they were going to hire me for, I was going to be at my house the whole time. I was like,
well, yeah, actually, that's what I was going to ask. It's
a remote position, like
exactly.
Like,
it's a remote position. Well, so why the fuck would you need a vaccine if you're going to be at your own fucking house?
Exactly. That's what I was asking. I'm like, it doesn't make sense. Like, if it's a remote position, I'm never going to be required to be up there at their offices or anything.
You're not going to be at risk even if this fucking retardemic was a real fucking, if this was even a fucking threat.
I'm like, I don't understand. And but yeah, I mean, they're just like, they're a bunch of dicks about it, and I had to decline. And
I don't blame you. I don't blame you at all. I don't.
Because I mean, I'm not anti-vax or anything. I'm just gonna sit back on this one. And to be honest, I haven't had a vaccine. I haven't been vaccinated for the flu or anything since I've been out of the military, and that's been almost 20 years. And I can count the number of times on one hand that I've had like seriously been sick. And I think the last most memorable one was back in, I think, 08 or 09, whenever I had swine flu. That shit was horrible, dude. That shit, I do
remember you telling me about that, actually.
Yeah, I was jacked up for like 2 weeks, dude. I felt like dog shit. Never had to go to the hospital or anything, but I've always been in good shape, pretty decent shape. You know, I've always eaten well and taken care of myself.
Right.
You know?
And you know what? I mean,
smoke cigars and shit, but you know, who cares?
As Drew Bay would say, it is like, you know what? If you make yourself harder to kill, most of this shit really doesn't matter. You want to know the last time I got sick? And we'll close out with this. Unless you got something else you want to share here.
I found another job though, so
good. Okay, well, okay. Okay.
It worked out. I mean,
it worked out. That's a good thing. That's what I want to hear. You're okay.
Yeah, I'm okay.
Last time I got sick, it was basically by my own hand. I was trying to pack on more protein because I was actually trying to build more muscle.
Uh-huh.
I actually wanted to try to bulk up, and as you can see, I haven't really fucking done that at all, which is fine. That's okay. I'm still functionally, ready to go, but
functionally strong, functionally retarded, huh? That's the way to be.
Yeah, something like that. But look, if you want to build up more muscle, you have to eat more protein. It's an immutable law of life. That's really what it is. So I was eating a lot of beef patties. I was getting a bunch from McDonald's, and I explored around, Burger King, McDonald's, Dairy Queen, all those places.
I'm so mad about Dairy Queen, dude. They've gone downhill over the years. Jeez.
Dude, and by the way, they charge a shit ton for theirs, which they're not bad, but Jesus Christ, $3 a patty, which is a quarter pound. Holy fuck.
Dude, you can go. I don't know why you just didn't go to the store and get ground beef.
Well, that's what I'm talking about. I did that. I actually went with the pre-made ones because they were about the same price. The pre-made ones were the ones that did me in. I still remember waking up and was like, I am not getting up.
Why didn't you?
It's not happening.
Yeah, but why don't you just buy the tube of meat of ground beef and just make your own patties? I mean,
I probably should have did that. You're not wrong.
Did you not have a weight scale or something?
No, and I've done that before. For whatever reason, I went with those because they were kind of pre-measured. I wanted to make sure I was getting the right measurements.
Right.
Because it was for it was for the experiments. It was for all the experiments and all this shit, all the diet experiments and shit. Okay. So I went with those. That went well for a while. I got a bad batch.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
So I wake up at 7 a.m. I don't wake up at 7 a.m. because I go to sleep at 4 or 5 a.m. It's like, I need to go use the bathroom. This continued for the next 45 fucking times within about a 16-hour period.
Damn.
On a Monday. It's like, I am
Hope you're
fucked
drinking
up.
Gatorade, bro. Drinking that Gatorade.
I had, what was it? It's somewhere around the corner here. I had the Gatorade powder. I had to start drinking that just to have the electrolytes because I was drinking a shit ton of water. I made sure I had the electrolytes going.
Yeah.
You know, I had to fucking eat nothing but soups and all this other shit. And discovering a couple channels doing that, but whatever. Anyways.
Well,
next 2 or 3 days, like I was sick as shit.
Oh, okay.
But that's the last time I was actually fucking sick.
Yeah. But it's because you ate some bad meat.
Yeah. And that shit that I brought on myself. That's the point that I wanted to make. Anything else like this flu that we never had a season of flu here this year? Funny how that fucking didn't happen.
We did, I know, because I've coded patients with flu before.
You would know. You would know, yes.
That's kind of like my job, bro.
Right, exactly. It's like the flu season didn't happen. I haven't had flu in I can't remember how long, aside from my childhood. I haven't gotten sick from anything else.
I mean, I've had colds and stuff, but I mean, as far as like any,
I haven't even had that.
Like I said, it's been on, like, I can count on one hand.
Right,
you know,
exactly.
Because I'm a relatively young guy, and I'm not a fat fuck, and I mean,
you're far from that.
I drink bourbon, and I smoke cigars, and I smoke fucking tobacco pipe, but that's about it. My
that actually probably helps. That actually probably fucking helps. Believe it or not,
probably helps. Cocaine
it probably helps.
That's my goddamn organization. 8 ball and a high ball. That's what'll do.
There we go.
But
we got some good hookers in there, and we got the triangle going here. There we go.
There you go. There you go. That's how you get her done.
Exactly.
Yeah, the guy's going back and forth with the vax stuff. The way I look at it, guys, is that this conversation should not be a public conversation. This whole This whole vaccination thing should be an individual conversation with you and your primary care physician.
No, none of this shit should be public. None of this shit should be public. The fact that it's public, the fact that New York City has been requiring this shit, New Orleans is now requiring this shit, and I think LA and San Francisco is now doing this shit too. Oh yeah, we need to have. By the way, I've actually laid eyes on, what was it, Numos, the venue concert in Capitol Hill, also known as the gay part of Seattle, where Chop was. I got pictures. So, okay, we want you to have your vaccination cards along with matching ID. That shit's happening up here. It's only there that's happening. But still, no, you're 100% right. That should be between you and your fucking doctor.
Yeah, because anything else is just, it's unethical, because number one, you don't know other people's health status, whether they can even get the vaccine, and whether they're like their body could handle it if they're not immune compromised already. You don't know that stuff. You can't be telling people to go under or submit to a medical procedure, which is what a vaccination is. You don't know their health status. You don't know the other.
By the way, let's not look at the people who fucking died taking it.
Well, that's just the thing, though, because like this, this is having some weird side effects. Like it's having some autoimmune side effects. It's having like endocarditis, which is an inflammation of the heart, which can be chronic, long term. And it's people are getting Guillain-Barré syndrome from it, which that can cause paralysis and stuff. It's an autoimmune disease. So, these people saying that, trying to get other people to take the vaccine and stuff like that, that's just unethical, because it's like, if someone takes the vaccine and they get injured from an adverse effect, are you going to be paying for their medical bills? No. Are you going to be taking care of them and their family if they have to miss work or can't work anymore? Fuck no. It's
no, they're not. Well, they're not liable. They're not liable for it.
No, what it is, it's a moral hazard, is what it is. It's a moral hazard. It's unethical, and it's a moral hazard. because you're telling people to do something that if shit goes sideways, you have no, you don't have any skin in the game as far as they're concerned.
Well, yeah, and this is what gives me a hope that I shouldn't have hope of, but since they did it, I'll raise some undead hope. I was going to visit my folks one day, and literally right over the free overpass, they were holding up signs like, "Hey, the people who put up the vaccines or whatever, they're not liable. If bad things happen to you, they're not liable for it."
And I haven't heard of a vaccine where that's
now you know more about this, so again, I have to defer to your knowledge. But last I checked, if there was medical malpractice and people died from it, generally who was responsible for it was actually liable.
Yeah. Well, it's usually pharmaceutical companies, but in this instance, they're not. And I don't have anybody. I don't have any grievance against some, because my mother she got vaccinated, but with her health status put, or her comorbidities put her into a high risk category population, and so I'm glad she got it. That was her choice. Okay. And so she tried to tell me why. I'm like, look, Mom, I don't, it's none of my business, and you got it. You made your decision.
That was her decision.
That was your decision, man. Like, you're a grown ass adult.
If she made it out of that, okay. Look, my folks did the same. The folks that I have downstairs, down south, the ones up here, they absolutely refuse to do it. They're more on my page thing. The ones that are down south, like the ones I grew up with, they did it, and they're still up and they're still kicking. And you know what? Okay, fine, good for them.
Oops, wrong finger.
So she said.
Yeah.
But
see, I knew Space Texan said it's called the Eiffel Tower. See, I knew Space Texan was a fucking degenerate.
Oh, he is. Oh, he is. Tell. Let me go back up and look for that comment. Man.
Like recognizes like.
Where's the Eiffel Tower comment? Shit.
It's about the third one up from the one you had from Technoman right here. 1, 2. Go up it again. Yeah, go a couple more times. God damn it, Bacon. What is wrong with your technology? Go one.
Oh, here it is. I got it.
Jesus.
It's called the Eiffel Tower position.
Yeah,
hey, you're a neck of the woods, man. What can I say?
I'll say this about the thing. Talk to your doctor. See if it's right for you. That's all I can say. If it's right for you.
You know what's right for me? Let me show you what's right for me. Hang on a second. This is as far as I'm going with this. This is what I'm doing for work. I'm doing this for work, and I'm doing it for the work only. And it actually kind of killed me in the bar scene because I used to wear it there too. But
vaccinated.
That's just 19.
Yeah.
That's as far as I'm going. You can order these off Amazon. This is $5 for a 5-pack. I gave my folks a couple of these. And what it's designed to do is like, okay, I saw them. I saw it at a line in Dick's Drive-In, which, by the way, Bull Rush, do not bother yourself with getting in a line. If you ever end up in this area, do not bother yourself with getting in a Dick's Drive-In line. Don't, because their biggest burger is like a half a pound. That's it.
Oh, that's like a junior Whataburger over here. It's like
exactly.
That's a kid's meal.
Exactly. It's like
the bacon might be
really. That's it.
Might be that motherfucker.
But no, that's what I got. It's like,
yo, Technoman, we passed Little Crispy a long time ago, bro.
No, but that's as far as I go. I wear that for work and work only. In case I get questioned, I have not gotten questioned lately. Anywhere I go.
Well, of course not, because
who knows if that's going to happen.
Oh yeah, I mean, it's just the fantasy of it's just the illusion of safety. Like, you can wear what does it say that you can just wear a pin and you don't get fucked with? It's like it's like it's this illusion of safety, like taking your shoes and your belt off and your pants and your undies and fucking at the line at the airport.
Right, exactly. You're not wrong about that. You're not wrong about that.
It's the illusion of safety. That's all it is. It's the illusion of safety.
Yeah. I think it goes farther than that. The reason it goes farther than that is because earlier this year, or earlier last year, really, that's when I was carrying that face shield that had a bunch of shit written on it. And people, if you think about it, it's like, wouldn't a face shield actually make more sense? Because you're worried about a respiratory thing. It's like it's spread by droplets, and now it's a whole argument for the whole fucking mask thing. And by the way, why is no one wearing eye protection? The face shield actually makes more sense. Anyways, I had people literally hold my order fucking hostage if I didn't put the damn thing on.
The eye protection is not going to stop from viral. It's not going to stop viral transmissions because
they don't fucking know that.
Yeah, and really neither does the N98 mask the N98 mask. Or not the N98, but like the cloth mask that they sell at like stores and stuff.
Right.
But because the N95 masks, the reason why they work so well or purported to work so well is because if you ever seen one, there's like a rubber seal around them, and that seal is designed to fit very tightly against your skin, right, to the point that almost creates like a suction almost, and you have to have there's a specific way to apply those and wear them that you have to go through, and if you don't do it right, then it basically makes the mask useless.
Right. So, it's like that N100 mask that I had to wear back in 2018 when we had all the smoke up here.
Yeah.
In case you didn't know, my lungs are very sensitive to smoke particulates. I don't know why I didn't have too much trouble here for whatever reason with the smoke up here now. But yeah, I literally had to fucking wear one of those so I could actually breathe.
Yeah. Because I have a 3M mask for whenever I work on my straight razors on the handles, because some of the materials I use is like polycarbonate and stuff, and I also work with some what do they call it, Kevlar, like marble Kevlar and stuff like that. And the thing is, like, especially with Kevlar, when it becomes powderized, when the material becomes powderized, like whenever you start cutting it or anything, it powderizes. And if that shit gets in your lungs, from what I've read, it doesn't leave your lungs for a long time. So I have like I have a 3M mask. It's like a Bane looking fucking mask that has these fucking little filters on both sides. And I wear
bet it has a dedicated exhaust port too.
It just feels weird because you put it on, it creates a suction to your face. It just sucks to your face if you put it on right and tighten it up, and you have to wear it pretty tight. But you know what the thing is like I've worn that thing for like 3 hours straight working on stuff, and I've taken it off. I've never had any of those bruises or anything,
Oh, like the chicks wear the face masks they have them now.
And the thing is, like the N95 masks, they're not meant to be worn.
You're not wearing them, long term, and you're not wearing them back to back to back to back to back to back. How these chicks are.
Well,
and safety docs even said something. Safety docs talked about this too.
Yeah, and the other thing too is like I know I'm not wearing that mask properly because I have facial hair, and if you have facial hair, you cannot make a proper seal.
Depends on the facial hair. Mine. I have tempers specifically for that, but I understand what you mean.
Yeah. So even with my mask, I know I'm not wearing it properly because I'm not making a proper seal. But
even then, I'm making a good enough probably seal. Blocking most of that stuff.
Yeah. Well, I've taken the filters off. I've seen what they've collected.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. So I mean, it's risk acceptability too. I accept the risk. So, and I don't work with that kind of material that often. But there's like some wood species that I've worked with that if you inhale them, like the sawdust from it, it can cause respiratory issues. Like some
shit.
Well, yeah, like a lot of I worked with like South American rosewood and stuff like that. That if you and there's a lot of African species of wood, like African ebony and stuff like that. That if you inhale the sawdust, it can cause respiratory tract problems, inflammation and stuff like that.
We're talking about kind of bigger particles, though. That's the thing.
Oh yeah. but I don't want that shit in my lungs. I just
no one does.
I just want a cigar.
You work in
and smoke in there.
You work in that environment, and totally understandable.
Yeah, but you know, I accept that. I accept the risk.
Yeah,
because I enjoy doing it.
All right, I'm gonna go explore the bar here. Can we end on Martin's comment here? What is this fucking without a rubber he speaks of?
He said, I got the vax, so I don't need to wear a mask. I wish I could get the vax to fuck without a rubber.
Well, that's called a vasectomy, man. Just saying.
Yeah, I was going to say, you don't need a vax to fuck without a rubber.
Well, you don't.
You just have to have a strong
By the way, if the chick has already had the vax, guess what? She's probably infertile anyways. So
you just have to have a strong pull-out game, bro. Just pop smoke and fucking exit. This is what you do. You pull out, slap her on the ass, roll her over to the wet spot, and then lay down and have a breather.
I'm too generous. I'm too generous. And I enjoy it too much. I'm just saying.
See, Martin
shows up at the end of the show.
There's our resident biochemist.
God damn it.
When's he going to get his degree and start making meth? That's just what I want to know.
2037, maybe. I think that was the earliest. I think I heard of it.
So that's when we're getting good meth. Jeez, it's too long.
Hey, meth we can actually try. You know, if there's meth I'm gonna try, it'll be meth by Anthem. Hey,
shit.
that'll be his tagline. Meth, maybe once by Anthem Aldecua.
Space Texans are even treated wood as hell in your lungs. Yeah, you worked framing and roofing for years and got into a high voltage substation industry and went from wood particles to wood particulates to skin absorbed.
Oh shit!
Well, that's what you call leveling up, bro. I mean,
fuck yeah.
That's how you. That's how you win.
Master ain't gonna help with that at all.
That's how you win, son. You just level up.
That's something totally different.
You went from peasant to like fucking Knight of the Realm there.
Oh shit! Now he's worked on real shit too.
Yeah,
if I remember correctly, he's worked on like electrical shit.
Yeah, I don't fuck with electricity, dude. So like that's the only thing that I don't know how to do that well, and I don't give a fuck. I'll pay an electrician to do that work.
I don't blame you. There's a reason they're paid that much. So
I mean, because I'll hang sheetrock, I'll paint, I'll do plumbing, but I will not fuck with. I'll do carpentry and stuff like that, but I will not fuck with electricity. It's just not my thing, bro. I will pay. I'll do HVAC.
Degree.
I'll do some HVAC stuff too, but I will not fuck with electricity.
HVAC is different from electricity. It has a bit to do with electricity because it has to deal with electricity, but you're not dealing with electricity.
What my thing when I deal with HVAC, I just hit the main circuit breaker and I just cut everything off.
Yeah, exactly.
Cut off at the knees.
Cut that shit off. We're not dealing with it at all.
Yeah. Not that I would know anything. He's lying. The Mexican.
At the missed Cappy's last older brother podcast, I'm shocked he wasn't there. No pun intended. I'm shocked Atham wasn't there.
Well, he's probably being chased by fucking ICE agents.
He's probably being chased by the redheads that he's done certain events that may or may not end up with kids there, which I'm not going to say.
That's a totally opt-in problem to have.
Mm.
That's not.
I don't know. He might have been dealing with that. I don't know.
It's not a. Well, he's not a victim of circumstance.
I'm just asking for a friend.
Honest. Let's just be honest. He's not a victim of circumstance inside that situation.
No, talk about a sticky situation. I'm just saying.
Oof. Jeez.
All right. This is basically last comment. We're getting the fuck out of here after this because I got shit to do.
Inside his FR suit, shit sticks.
Oh shit!
Damn.
That happened in the fucking suit.
Yeah.
Okay, that goes back to your point. It's like, do I want to fuck with electricity? Okay. Yeah. Well, they have a whole fucking suit that deals with this, and the guy got turned into a sausage inside the fucking Faraday suit. Just
That's why I don't mess with electricity. Like
I
I
don't.
know my limits. You know, it's good for a man to know his limits. Every guy should know his limits. Electricity is my fucking no-go zone.
You know what?
That's why I pay people to do it.
Space Texan did it. Red Pill Thor, he
I'll,
does it. He did it and still does it.
I'll pay the.
And
I'll
good
pay.
for him.
I'll gladly pay those gentlemen to work on my shit.
Exactly. I will pay them if I ever have my own fucking place. We'll see if that happens. There's some things I'll do electricity. That kind of shit, nah. I'm billing out for that. Fuck
Robert,
that nonsense.
you're absolutely right, dude. Robert, the master electrician and business owner. I like hearing that. Yeah, I just don't fuck with electricity, Robert. I mean, I know I can do a lot of things, but that's a line I don't cross.
Yeah, exactly. All right. I'm going to get out and enjoy the rest of tonight, wherever the fuck we got here. Hey, am I going to get rejected again tonight?
Probably
Well,
will.
I hope so, because you know what? That means those are bitches I don't want to have to fucking deal with. Am I going to get more numbers tonight? We'll see. Hell, last night, I was at a buddy's place. I was going to come back here to see what the bar scene was going to be like. I decided to just spend it in his place because that was just fucking fun. It's nice just kind of spend time in just hanging out at a good friend's place. It really is. I mean, how often do you get time to spend a place at a good friend's place, and they have a fucking, not only is it a good fucking time, good people, good crowd, whatever, but like they have a fucking kick-ass karaoke scene that I have fucking updated, and they have something like they're basically new. It's like, oh, I've been wanting to try these.
So what you're saying is they got the whole first couple CDs of Britney Spears for you to sing?
Wait, what?
Britney Spears.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Wait a minute. I gotta ask.
I can see your goofy ass on a karaoke singing Oops, I Did It Again.
Oh, God. You know what? Do not, hey, Bull, don't give me ideas because I'll fucking do it and I'll tape it and send it to you.
Tape it and send it to me, please, dude.
Because, of course, you need more ammo against me here. Because you don't have enough.
Well, honestly, that shit might kill me. You might need to send me like a at-home fucking CPR unit. Because after I watch, I'm probably gonna die laughing.
Oh man,
that's hilarious.
No, he actually my favorite band, the band that got me into music basically in the first place, was Foo Fighters.
Oh really?
And he had a whole lot of songs that came out within the last 2-3 years or so, including the recent one was Making a Fire, I think.
I'm sorry to hear that.
I am going to be unapologetic in my fandom of the Foo Fighters.
Double down
that person. Sorry.
Just go double down on it, huh?
I am going to double down. I'll triple down now. God damn it. Make all the memes you want. I don't care. Anyways,
are you still on Twitter?
I actually wanted to fucking try. Yeah, I am.
Okay.
Fuck. I was supposed to be back on there today, but I'm gonna be honest. I slept most of the day away, so okay. I fucked over that. I'll be back on tomorrow.
I'll be waiting with bated breath.
There you fucking go. Okay. I'm gonna regret releasing this episode.
There you go.
Everybody go follow Bullrush _ 4570, if I remember correctly, on Twitter.
Yeah, something like that.
Okay, so you can see how he's gonna make fun of me. That's fine. And other dumpster fires he likes to get into. He also has the website LazarusRazors.com.
Yeah.
Now, within the next couple of weeks, and I actually kind of felt bad because I have not had the time nor the money to do it. I don't have both, but I have gotten razors from. I've gotten both of these razors from. This is the one that I bought.
Oh, I know that one. That looks familiar.
Yeah, I bet it does. And this is the one that I won from Nick August over at Let 'Em Burn. Go join the channel, Nick August. Also join the channel Bull Rush 4570 and join the channel Rob Says.
I also have
Rob Says it's too late. That's two separate words. They all host their separate shows. But they all share the same show. It's called Let 'Em Burn. Bull Rush 4570 will be the next one.
Okay. One more thing. On the Lazarus on my Lazarus Razor site, I also
you're a mod here, right?
Yeah,
I think make sure you should be.
On my Lazarus Razor site, I also have, besides straight razors, I also have some vintage Gillette Techs that I had Cerakoted.
Okay. And, you did talk about that about a week ago or so, if I remember correctly.
I had them Cerakoted. They had I sent them to a Cerakote guy, and he stripped the original finish on them, and he Cerakoted them. And if you buy one of the safety razors, the Gillette Tech safety razors, you can. I'm going to throw in 3 or 4 safety razor blades to get you started. So you can it'll be ready to use out of the box.
Actually, I think the safety razor thing, my father is not going to use a straight razor because that's more involved, and I don't mind.
Well, get him a safety razor because
me and you talked back and forth about all the stuff that goes in the straight razor stuff, and I actually do want to try that. I just haven't had time and other stuff to do it. I'll be able to get all the stuff that you recommended within the next week or two.
Mm-hmm.
I definitely want to try it just because, look, my hair, I have to shave twice a day. I literally have to shave twice a day. And that's with foil shavers. You have experience with foil shavers. The ones I have, they're okay. I'm not going to say they're great, but they're okay. They get the job done at least.
Dude, I only have one experience with a foil shaver, and that was the last one, dude. That shit.
I don't blame you. No, I'm not saying that they're the greatest. I'm not. That's what I had to rely on. It was either that or the fucking the little disposable shavers that you get mail when you're like a kid or something.
Yeah, the cartridge razors.
Yeah, exactly.
The little safety like Bic razors. Yeah.
Yep. The Gillettes or
Bic or Gillette.
The ones, Mach 3s and all that shit.
Those are cartridge razors and those are garbage. So
yeah.
In fact, I would actually suggest, if you have a cartridge razor, to fucking shit can that and go to my site and get you one of those old Gillette Tech safety razors, double-edged safety razors, because they'll pay for themselves within less than a year.
No, that's what I'm saying. Is look, I'm willing to go down the straight razor route and get all the stuff for it. Yeah. And hey, it's a special day, whatever. And this whole weekend, I fucking took the weekend off. It's fuck it, I'm just gonna stay home. This would be the kind of weekend that it was fuck it, I'll try that out.
And if you need, I'll also add too, if you ever have questions on shave gear, like shave soap, shave brush, shave bowls, anything like that, aftershave, any kind of a straight razor strop or anything like that, or stropping board, go on Twitter and send me a DM, either at Bull Rush 4570, or I also have a Twitter handle for Lazarus Razors. It's just
you're also on Instagram on both of those.
Yeah, well, I have
Bull Rush 4570 and Lazarus Razors on Instagram.
I don't look at the Bull Rush 4570. I don't look at that. I look at, and or you can just email me on Lazarus Razors website and just ask me.
Well, everybody go check out the Lazarus Razors website. The point I was going to make was, okay, I'm willing to go down a straight razor route. My father, I don't think he will, just because he doesn't have the time. So if I get him a birthday present or a Christmas present, something like that, it'd probably be the safety razor design. I think he'd be more apt to use that.
Yeah.
So
I think
use them.
I still use them.
There you go. You showed your face here, so you've got a pretty good beard going there. Exactly. There you go.
Yeah, it's getting a little long. But these two, I actually have them right in front of me. So these two.
Thank you, Robert Moore. He's got it in sub. Thank you.
like these are the two ones I use. One's an R97. It's like really aggressive, and this is an above the tie slant razor, open comb.
Oh boy,
that's my main driver. It's machined out of fucking stainless steel. It's real heavy, but it's a good weight.
You wouldn't think stainless steel is too heavy. You know who? Real quick before we close out of here, just because I want to mention her. You know who Sharpshooter is, right?
Who? Say again?
Sharpshooter.
Yeah.
Off of Twitter.
Oh yeah, the girl. Yeah.
She's awake apparently.
Oh, is she?
Don't ask me how I know.
And here's one of my brushes I have. I don't know if
Yeah, this is one of the things you told me about, the brush that it's a good applicator for that kind of stuff. Yeah. Like
this one was I had this handmade by a guy inside up in Canada.
Wow, really?
Yeah, several years ago. But it's
okay.
It's real pretty. I don't use it a lot because I don't want to fuck it up. And then this is my this is a Thader ebony wood handle. This thing was like $200 whenever I bought it. Fucking
all right, fancy. I got two more things I got two more comments I want to address before we close out here.
All right.
And I should have closed out like an hour ago, but okay. Space Texan says, currently blowing my hair out. So he's kind of with me, slightly past my shoulders. Actually, mine will be down to like my middle back, but my hair's curly. But I'm still kind of the same way he is. So I started growing my beard out too, but related. Mark, how can a man with a beard sell a razor?
Very easy. It's actually.
Can I say one thing? Can I say one thing real quick before you say anything?
Yeah, go ahead.
The founding fathers, I'm pretty sure they had barbers. That's all I'm gonna say.
Dude, my barber is my best fucking friend, dude. He's the one that shapes my beard and everything. And actually, I like using a straight razor for the times in between. I see him. I use that to edge up my my facial hair and stuff, make it look neat and clean and everything like that. Because I don't want to look scruffy and shit.
Right.
It costs money and time to have a good, well-groomed beard. Yeah, you have to actually work at it and use product. That's just the way it is.
I think Space Texan actually answered the question pretty well.
Huh?
I think Space Texan actually answered that question pretty well there.
You edge it up. And straight razors are really good at that.
Right. Well, that's the whole point.
Otherwise, you'll have it looking like that guy right there.
All right. I'm going to go ahead and get out of here.
Okay.
Bro, so what you got going up for the rest of the weekend, if you don't mind me asking?
Who, me?
Yeah.
I have to go do maintenance around my house. I have to cut down some fucking tree limbs on my trees because they're starting to get out. Just basically, routine homeowner maintenance kind of shit. Okay.
Yeah. Shit I don't have to worry about, but you get the benefits that I don't get, so.
Yeah, I don't. I'm not complaining. It's just that I'm not complaining at all. I like being a homeowner. I like having my own fucking driveway to park in and not have to fucking worry about living above and below people. It's nice.
Like me. Well, I live above everyone else, but that's besides the point.
I don't have to worry about my girlfriend screaming and stuff like that.
Okay. One real. Let me put in there. Just for Robert Moore. What's the Razor channel?
Oh, I don't have a Razor channel. I have a Razor website, but not a channel. Not anything on YouTube.
Maybe we should have a Razor channel. I don't know. Maybe this is a new demand here.
I've been contemplating doing it. It's just I just don't have.
You've been doing that for a while. I know you got other things going on, but this is not the first time that I've seen demand for this. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I know. And as soon as I can get some free time going, I swear to God, I'm gonna probably put something up.
Well, look, it's all what you want to do, man. All this is your enterprise, so just saying. I just want to get as much I don't know exposure as I can possibly put out there, which isn't much, but I'll do what I can. Because I definitely stand behind the product. I definitely do. Other people stand behind the product. I've got your product, so I definitely stand behind it.
Well, I don't. Yeah, I don't put out anything that I wouldn't use myself either. So
exactly.
I've
that's
actually
my point.
You'd be surprised how many projects I've shit canned.
I believe you.
There's some shit there. There's been some projects I just wasn't happy with, and I just threw it in the trash. I was so fucking pissed off.
I believe you, dude. I've had shows like I've had many things like that. But as far as what people know me here, I've had shows was like, you know what, ain't worth it. I'm shit canning it. Yeah. Fuck that nonsense. I like my audience deserves better.
Well, it's like,
and I'm not even that highbrow. It's like, but no,
yeah, that's what I was going to say.
They deserve
like,
better.
There's like, it's like I could have sold it because it's probably something that, you know, more average person probably couldn't see, like an imperfection, but I knew it was there and I didn't like it.
Right, exactly. No, that's the mark of a good tradesman. Which that's kind of a low end way to put you as far as you are, but that's what you are. You're a tradesman as far as this goes.
Yeah.
You take razors, you restore them, and you put them out on the market, and you stand by your products.
Well, it's a fun hobby. I take pride in stuff that I do. You know.
Exactly.
Oh, except the dog. He's not my problem.
Concubine's problem I'm taking.
I take no responsibility for that animal.
All right. I'm gonna get out of here. Thanks for stopping by, Roller. So it was nice talking to you again.
Same here, bro.
Thanks for everybody stopping by. I don't know if this will be the last one on Saturday nights. We'll see. We had quite a turnout tonight, actually. So we'll see. This isn't really encroaching on my night too much, but
my milkshake, I'm gonna try and enjoy my night. Dude.
What can I say? I'm gonna try and enjoy my night as much. We might get locked down again, so you might see my ugly mug here again. This same time, this same bad channel. So until next time, stay ready, keep it tactical, and above all else, be chaos, my friends. Audio cuts.